So we got another digital currency catastrophe.
Bithumb was running a promotional event. They called it a random box campaign. The plan was simple: send small prizes to 695 qualifying customers. The total prize pool was 620,000 won. That is roughly $423. But an employee made an error, a catastrophic one. Instead of entering the amount in Korean won, they entered it in Bitcoin. So instead of 620,000 won, customers received 620,000 Bitcoins. The value? $42 billion. Of the 695 eligible customers, 249 opened their prize boxes. They saw the Bitcoin in their accounts. Some thought it was real, some knew it was a mistake. But 86 of them acted fast. They sold the Bitcoin. They had 35 minutes before Bithumb froze the accounts. In that window, 1,788 Bitcoins were sold. Some customers withdrew the money to personal bank accounts. Others used it to buy different cryptocurrencies. The sales triggered a brief price drop on Bithumb's platform. And by the time the exchange caught the error, the damage was done. Bithumb has now corrected 99.7% of the mistaken credits. They reversed the internal ledger entries. They issued an apology. But about 13 billion won remains unrecovered. That is $9 million. The exchange is now holding what it calls one-on-one persuasion talks. They are asking roughly 80 customers to return the money voluntarily. Bithumb wants to avoid civil lawsuits, because under South Korean civil law, courts could order customers to return the original asset, not its cash equivalent. And here is where it gets complicated. Bitcoin prices have risen since the 6th of February. That means customers who sold may now face losses if they are forced to return the cryptocurrency. They would have to buy Bitcoin at a higher price to return it. Legal experts are divided on whether criminal charges could follow. In 2021, South Korea's Supreme Court ruled that cryptocurrency does not constitute property under criminal law, so prosecution may not be straightforward. But civil liability is another matter entirely. The governor of South Korea's Financial Supervisory Service called the incident catastrophic. His name is Lee Chan-jin. He said the mistake exposed structural problems in how exchanges operate their internal ledger systems. A full investigation is now underway. South Korea's parliament has also stepped in. They have scheduled an emergency hearing for the 11th of February. Both Bithumb and financial authorities will be questioned. The pressure is mounting. Bithumb insists the incident was not caused by external hacking. It was not a security breach. Customer assets were not at risk. This was purely an internal error, a human mistake. In their apology, Bithumb said they are redesigning the entire asset payment process. They are enhancing internal controls. They want to prevent this from happening again, but the damage is already done. This is not just a story about one exchange. It raises questions about the safeguards in place across the cryptocurrency industry. How could such a massive error go unnoticed until after customers had already acted? Why were there no checks in the system? For now, Bithumb is trying to recover what it can. It is relying on persuasion, not legal force. But for the customers who sold, the situation is far from clear. They may be asked to return money they have already spent, or Bitcoin they no longer have. This is a cautionary tale for an industry built on speed, automation, and trust. And it is a reminder that even in the digital age, human error can still cause chaos.